Hey, Dr. Richardson and Miss Keeling. So today I'm going to talk about my strengths and my weaknesses and how I accomplished my goals for this semester. So the first question is, how have clinicals changed over the semester? So my skills have changed from the beginning of the semester. I definitely feel more confident while I'm in my therapy sessions. At the beginning of the semester, I was a little bit nervous, just not really knowing how to work with AAC devices, or I wasn't really, I didn't have much experience working with articulation either, and so that made me very nervous. But now I feel confident in both areas. I know I still have a lot more to learn, but if I get another client who has an AAC, who uses a AAC device, or who has an articulation disorder, I'll feel more confident working with them. I also think that I'm better at thinking on my feet. Things happen during our sessions that we have no control over. If your client has to go to the bathroom, or if they're feeling sick, or if they don't want to do something, they don't want to participate, I feel like I've gotten a lot better at thinking on my feet and finding ways to motivate them quick. Like playing a game, or saying, hey, okay, do 2 lines and then we'll play a game. Or say this and then you'll get a sticker. So I think that has changed from the beginning of the semester as well. Another thing is being stern. Sometimes I do have to put on my big girl voice and be stern with my clients, and that was something very new to me. I'm a very nice person most of the time, but sometimes you have to tell them, okay, no, we're going to do this. Whether you like it or not, we have to get this done, and then we'll get to play our game. And then I also think throughout the semester I got better with helping my assistants. Both of my assistants were great this semester, and they had different questions, and sometimes I didn't really know the answers to their questions and I didn't know how to approach them. But towards the end of the semester, I was like, hey, you remember that question you had for me? Now I know the answer to it, and so now you should do it this way. And I also think that I got better with reminding them, like, hey, yeah, you're leading this activity, but don't forget to take that, or don't forget to do this. And I think that helped them out as well during the semester. So the next question is, how was your progress on the goals that you developed at the beginning of the semester? So I'm going to put both of the goals together. So for both of you guys, I had to come up with functional activities for both of my clients. I did make some progress with this. I tried to do at least one functional activity with both of my clients at least one time a week. I still really struggle with this. I think I struggle because I don't really know how to make some of the goals functional. And maybe I'm not understanding exactly what we mean by when we say functional, but I think especially with using the AAC device, I think I still struggle trying to get my client to use it all the time, not just in the therapy setting. So that's something that I still really need to work on. So then the next goal is not to say can during my sessions. I wrote do not say can in big letters on the top of all of my data sheets, and that really, really helped, because I would see it and I would think in my head, oh no, I need to rephrase this question that I'm about to ask. So that was really good. So at the beginning of the semester, I started off doing it about 50% of the time. Then I moved to 30%, and now I'm at like 15%, which is really good. I do still want to try and get it down to me saying it maybe once or twice in a session. So I'm going to keep working on that. So then my next goal was to have clear directions for my clients. By having this goal, it made me have to plan ahead a little bit more than what I was doing. I had to make sure that I had everything in order, and I would have to go over the directions in my head to make sure that not only I can understand them, but my client can understand them as well. And I also asked them questions throughout the activities to make sure that they understood what was going on. Just because they say, yes, I understand, doesn't necessarily mean that they really do truly understand. So I made sure that I would ask questions, especially if I saw them doing something wrong. I would ask questions to make sure they understood the directions. So then for my last one, it was finding a way to help decode words. So we worked on breaking words up into syllables, and so we would do this finger thing. So like whenever you break your words into syllables, so say the word is buttercup, your lip goes down, buttercup 3 times. So buttercup, buttercup. And that's how we learned how to decode words. He really liked that. We had a worksheet where he was just doing that and counting how many syllables, and that really helped, and we saw the progression throughout the semester. He got better, and I think I got better at coming up with other ways for him to decode words. So not just doing the finger, but clapping, and we would use blocks, or we would have it on a piece of paper, and he would cut it up and things like that. So then now it says to talk about your clinical strengths and weaknesses. So some of my strengths I think are consistency. I'm very consistent when it comes to my clients and how we do things. I like things to be in an order and to be at a certain pace so that we can get through everything, and I'm very consistent with that. I try not to stir too far from the path. Then the next thing is personality. I think that having personality with my clients really helps me throughout the semester. If I was just more laid back than normal, I don't think that they would have responded as well as they did. And I also knew when to be more serious and be more fun with my clients, and I think that was a good thing as well. And then also just building rapport with my clients. I feel like both of my clients, we really connected. Sorry, my dog is biting at my feet. Stop. But I feel like with both of my clients, we really connected. And they knew when I was being serious, which was a really big thing too. They knew, okay, if I gave them a certain look, it was time to stop and start doing what we needed to do. Some of my weaknesses, I think that I really need to work on my facial expressions. While I was watching one of my videos, one of my clients was coughing and I was balling up my face. And granted, he couldn't see me balling up my face, but others could see it, and so I really need to work on my facial expressions. I didn't even notice that I was doing it until I watched my video, and I would never want someone to see me balling up my face, but he was coughing and not using his hand. He was just coughing in my assistant's face, and so I was just like, that is gross. But yeah, so that's definitely one big thing that I know I need to work on now. Another thing that I need to work on is finding functional activities. That's really going to stick with me because I know that's one of the big things that we need to work on, is making sure that we're able to generalize these goals to their regular day-to-day activities. So I really want to focus on finding more functional activities, and to do that I'll just have to do more research and just become more familiar with the things that we're doing in our sessions. So yeah. So then for the next one, it says, how will you apply what you have learned to future clinical experiences? So I'm just going to keep pushing forward. I think that we had a really good semester, and now looking back, I'm going to take everything that I've learned and use it in next semester when I get new clients. I'm going to keep working on not saying can, and I'm going to do more research about trying to find how to functionalize these activities and so that we can generalize them to day-to-day use. And I'm going to keep working on being clear and finding different techniques to help my clients so that they can be more successful. Overall, I think that this was a really, really good clinical experience for me this semester. I worked with 2 great clients and 2 completely different clients. And that's one thing that I really liked. It gave me some experience in areas that I didn't really know anything about, especially using the AAC device every day. That was something brand spanking new to me. And so I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job this semester. I want to thank both of you guys. You guys helped me so much during this semester. Y'all taught me a lot of things that I won't only take to next semester, but I'll take whenever I get out in the real world. And so I just can't thank you guys enough. Thanks.